See if this works. I'm gonna follow the band tradition of the week, which is staying in the world of Google Cloud and putting cloud in front of every word that you say. So we're going to cloud deploy a cloud application in Cloud Run with a cloud container that does cloud things. Maybe. So Google came up with this. This is a test application that I have. It's a tiny little web app. And there's a big run on, can you guys see this? I'm not even sharing my screen. Yeah, maybe. There you go, run on Google Cloud, fantastic. So that is the big button you can put on your Git repo, and if you have a Docker file in it, it's supposed to do magic for you. Let's see if it works. So the fun part about it is that Google Cloud Shell is shit on Firefox. You have to kind of use Chrome for it, which is sadness. Talk to the ops team about it. They can tell you more about how much they hate working in the Cloud Console. I guess cloud sucks. That's the way you should say it. But anyway, let's click on Cloud Shell here, and it says open in Cloud Shell. All right, I can do that. Proceed. Fantastic. This is where I need to come up with a story because it's going to take a couple of minutes. But yeah, that's basically a terminal in a browser, right? And this is supposed to create a new session for you and run this Cloud Shell open command. Can you see this? Let's make it bigger. And that's going to clone my Git repository. And it's supposed to pick up basically, all right, he's going to ask me where I want to put this. So you need to have a project. So you can search. I have a couple we're going to take. I'm going to take RustConf. This one's empty. There's nothing in it. All right. And obviously, I'm logged into our Google Cloud, Firefox GCP, something using my SSO credentials. And this is going to basically grab my repository here, and it will pick up the Docker file that's here, and it will just compile the little application. It will make the Docker container, and it's supposed to deploy it automatically. I want this in US Central 1, and make a service out of it. So ideally, if this works, perhaps, that means you can put a big button on your Git repositories, on your GitHub repos, and make self-hosting super duper easy. For someone, for example, who wants to have their own instance of Durable Sync in Google Cloud, they could just click, make me my own instance of Durable Sync, and that should work. Now, I don't know, anybody has a joke? Because that's going to take a minute. This really doesn't do a whole lot. I think it uses all of the Cloud Run stuff that we were talking about Cloud 2 days ago.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's the Cloud Connect and Run, or the Cloud Car.
of the cloud. I don't have the right T-shirt. You notice that we're all wearing the same cloud T-shirt thing? It's kind of nifty. So, I mean, maybe I can talk a little bit about what that button really is, instead of wasting your time looking at a console that's not progressing. The raw README here, zoom into this. Here is really what it is. It's super simple. It's basically a link to well, no, that's just the image, to the Cloud Shell editor something, and there's some references to the Cloud Shell button here, and it only wants one variable, which is this Cloud Shell Git repo variable and query string. And in here you put the HTTP Git URL of your repo. So that basically when it opens Cloud Shell, it knows where to fetch your repository from. Then it just goes in there and grabs the Docker file and builds the thing and hosts it. So that's pretty easy to set up. It built it, pushing container image. Yeah, and this is actually deploying. This is actually working. Now the weird thing, if you try this in Firefox, it seems to be hanging on the Cloud Shell initialization for some reason. In Chrome, it seems to work every time. So, I don't know. There you go. And here we have an application that is live. And would you look at that? It actually worked. It actually deployed the thing. We can even try to curl it, maybe, and see which version it deployed. And there it is. It built the thing. It's fantastic. And there you go. Put some data in here. That worked. I'm cheating. There's no real databases here. It's just SQLite. And there you go. It shows up. So there you go. Cloud success.
Questions? Please don't.